Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 64 of Serendipity. This one's titled Hesitation. Your quirk is amazing, Deku said. Not everyone has to become a hero to fight villains. People can be heroes in everyday life too. You're my hero because, aside from your quirk helping for this case now, you love me. His eyes darted away shyly and he fiddled with his fingers. You support me. You look out for me, and you're always happy and positive. To me, that's heroic. Your eyes welled with grateful tears, and you threw yourself into him and hugged him around his waist as he hugged you back. I love you, Izuku. You're the best husband ever, you said with a loving squeeze. After sharing a little hug in the store, you moved on, hand in hand, walking off down the road to the next store. A day of shopping done, and you came back to the hotel to rest and dropped your bags down on the floor before flopping down onto the bed. My feet hurt, you mumbled into the bed sheets. We've done so much today. We have, Deku replied, putting his bags down as well and getting himself a drink at the small kitchen. You rolled over and stared at the ceiling, your mind wandering back to Philip and how you could prove it was him who killed his own girlfriend. Just then, Deku's face popped into your vision and your eyes shifted to him and you smiled. Hi, you greeted him. I was talking to you before. You must not have heard me. Oh, I'm sorry, you replied. I'm still thinking about that case. I'm really caught up on it. I know Philip did it, I'm 100% sure, but I don't know what to do from here or how to prove it. Let me find out what the review of the counterfeit money revealed. The police should have the report by now, Deku said, pulling his phone out. You sat up eagerly and waited for him to call the police station. Then he put the phone on loudspeaker for you to listen. The superintendent picked up and Deku identified himself and greeted the man politely, to which the officer responded in kind. I'm just calling to find out if the results of the counterfeit money have come back yet, Deku asked. Oh, yes, they should be in by now. Let me pull up the analysis sheet on the computer. The man was quiet for a bit as he clicked away on his computer, then spoke again. Yep, we've got the results here, as well as some other interesting things, which I think you may want to hear. What are they? Deku asked. Well, first of all, the counterfeit money was made from blood, so the producer needed blood to make the money. I see, Deku said. And we happen to have a sample of the deceased woman's blood here. He paused. It's a 100% match. Her blood was used to make the money. It appears that she was the one providing the producer with her blood to make the counterfeit money. You looked at Deku with surprise, then spoke to the intendant. Hello, sir. This is Yin Midoriya. I've been assisting in this case. Hello, Mrs. Midoriya. Thank you for your help, the intendant said politely. Sir, is there any sign of foul play here? I'm highly suspicious that the deceased woman was killed, as in murdered, because I heard her scream from the bedroom on the night she passed away. Can you be sure it was her scream? The attendant asked. Although it sounds suspicious, there's no way to prove without a shadow of a doubt that it was her cry. Unfortunately, in this profession, we need solid, hard evidence to convict someone, and right now it looks like she was involved in illegal activities and met her end. From what we see on paper, she fell into the pool, hit her head, and passed away. Upon further investigations, it's been revealed that she was acting delinquently. You pursed your lips but didn't fight him on it. What he was saying was correct, but boy did it make your blood boil. So after Deku had spoken with him a little longer, you waited until the call had ended before arcing up. I know it looked like an accident, you said to Deku, but I know she was killed, and I'm going to prove it and clear her name. It's unfair that she died and became the scapegoat for someone, so I'm going to make sure that she gets justice. Deku smiled at you. I'm so proud of you, he whispered, giving you a hug. You have a strong sense of justice, and I like that. What's your next move? I don't know, you sighed. I honestly don't know what to do now. Okay. Let's talk to Philip and reveal this information and see what he says, Deku said. It's on paper now, so it's no longer hearsay. You nodded and got off the bed. Is Philip still here in the building, though? You walked to the front door and opened it, to see Philip, once again coincidentally, on your level, and you called to him. It's a good thing you're here. Do you mind if we have a word? Of course, he replied, walking back to you. Would you mind coming into the room where we can talk in private? You asked him. He nodded. Yes, that's fine. You walked back into the room with Deku and Philip and turned to him. Philip, please don't think anything of this, you started, but we have reason to believe that Maya was involved with unsavoury people. You watched him keenly as he looked from you to Deku and back to you. He hummed. We know what she was doing, he added. We got the police report today. Philip dropped his guard and his face fell. I was hoping no one would ever find out, he said sadly. I did know what she was doing, and I tried to tell her to stop going to the man to get money made, but she kept going, and now... His bottom lip quivered. And now she's gone. I'm so sure it's because of them. She owed them a lot of money for the counterfeits they made for her. What was she using it for? You asked, suddenly feeling compassionate. Maybe I've been wrong. Maybe he's not to blame, you wondered, feeling bad now for thinking he was the one who had killed her. She was stealing real money from here and replacing it with a counterfeit, he said. I really tried to stop her, but... His voice trailed off as he broke down again. Well, that's thrown a spanner in the works. We'll have to wait for the next chapter to find out what happens. Chapter 65 coming tomorrow.